Hello, this is Pastor Lauren Richmond, East Denver Bible Baptist Church. Welcome to our broadcast, Lead Me to the Rock. We're talking about being a runner in the Christian life. I'm going to read to you 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 and 25. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the master is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Going back, had to be maybe the late 50s, early 60s. There was a young man who was an Indian on the reservation, I believe in South Dakota. His name was Billy Mills, and Billy Mills was recruited to go to the University of Kansas. Although when the coach saw him, he said, if you'd told me he was an Indian, I never would have come up here to see him, because they always quit. And the guy said, that's why I didn't tell you. Billy talked him into giving him a scholarship, and he went to Kansas. And sure enough, after a while, he was taking so much a psychological beat down. The coach was always telling him he wasn't working hard enough, he wasn't doing it his way, he wasn't giving it everything that he had, and something was wrong with him, and all these things that were happening. And finally, Billy had enough, and he did walk out the door. And the coach basically told him, you're a quitter, you'll never make it anywhere. And of course, Billy had told him, one of the things I'd like to do one day is run in the Olympics. And basically, the coach said, that'll never happen. Well, Billy went back to the reservation for a while and saw some things there and rough life that was there. And he entered the Marine Corps. And when he was in the Marine Corps, he got running again, and he became he was able to represent the Marine Corps, and then he qualified for the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo as the third runner in the 10,000 meters. Nobody gave him a shot. The world record holder was Ron Clark. There was another African guy, I can't quite remember the name right now, but they were competing, and he was just an afterthought. But Billy Lindgren was the one who was supposed to be the best U.S. runner. But Billy stuck it in there in that 10,000 meters and kept battling and never gave up. And finally, down that last stretch, even though being pushed to the outside a couple of times, he kept on keeping on, and he gave that last kick, which he supposedly didn't have. He was able to win the race and win the gold medal. What a wonderful thing it was. You see, he had one thing in mind, and that was not only was he going to run, but he was going to win the race. And that's what we need to do, is keep on keeping on, and we need to run with patience the race that is set before us, enduring the pain, and understanding that we can win the prize. We can have that, well done, thou good and faithful servant, at the end of this life, if we'll keep on keeping on. God bless you, and have a wonderful night.